This is the cover up. This is the cover up. This is the motherfucking cover. And before we go and on out there on the cover up, we're gonna hear from another whistleblower, Mr. Grush, I believe. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Mr. Grush.
My name is David Charles Grush. I was an intelligence officer for 14 years, both in the U.S. Air Force, both active duty, Air National Guard, and Reserve, at the rank of major, and most recently from 2021 to 2023, at the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, NGA, at the GS-15 civilian level, which is the military equivalent of a full-bird colonel. I was my agency's co-lead in unidentified anomalous phenomena and transmedium object analysis, as well as reporting to the UAP task force, UAP'T2, and eventually, once it was established, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, ARROW. I became a whistleblower through a PPD-19 urgent concern filing in May 2022 with the Intelligence Community Inspector General. Following concerning reports from multiple esteemed and credentialed current and former military and intelligence community individuals that the U.S. government is operating with secrecy above congressional oversight with regards to UAP'S. My testimony is based on information I've been given by individuals with a long-standing track record of legitimacy and service to this country, many of whom also have shared compelling evidence in the form of photography, official documentation, and classified oral testimony to myself and my various colleagues. I have taken every step I can to corroborate this evidence over a period of 4 years while I was with the UAP Task Force and do my due diligence on the individual sharing it. This is because of these steps.
They might be beings other than ourselves.
And by the way, Mr. Bruce said he's ready to get attacked. One person, nobody came at him yet, but he said he's ready to get attacked, discredited, he's ready to threaten him, and a whole bunch of other shit ready to get.
And the importance of bringing this information before you. I am driven by a commitment of both to truth and transparency, rooted in our inherent duty to uphold the United States Constitution.
What y'all made, when I say the made, I'm talking about the government. What mistake y'all made, y'all overconfident. Y'all pushed a lot of this Constitution, American shit down a lot of people's throat, and guess what? A lot of people believe it. So y'all take a lot of people into y'all government. They grow rank, and y'all show a lot of secrets, and this way y'all get all y'all whistleblowers for. You know why? Because they literally believe in that Constitution y'all spit. Y'all don't, but they literally believe, I thought it's for America. I thought it meant freedom of information. I thought it's for the people. And then when they find out, I'm gonna tell. And that's how all your information leak. But y'all are masters. Masters of controlling information.
And protecting
masters of confusion.
I'm asking Congress
Loki
to hold our government to this standard and thoroughly investigate these claims. But as I stand here under oath now, I am speaking to the facts as I've been told them. In the U.S. Air Force, in my National Reconnaissance Office, NRO, reservist capacity, I was a member of the UAP Task Force from 2019 to 2021. I served at the NRO Operations Center on the Director's briefing staff, which included the coordination of the Presidential Daily Brief and supporting...
Y'all don't believe us. I mean, guess what? The clearance these motherfuckers have, it gets really no higher but a little bit.
Variety of contingency operations, which I was the Reserve Intelligence Division Chief backup. In 2019, the UAP Task Force Director asked me to identify all special access programs and controlled access programs, also known as SAPs and CAPs, we needed to satisfy our congressionally mandated mission, and we were direct report at the time to the DepSecDef. At the time, due to my extensive executive level intelligence support duties, I was cleared to literally all relevant compartments and in a position of extreme trust, both in my military and civilian capacities. I was informed in the course of my official duties of a multi-decade UAP crash retrieval and reverse engineering program, to which I was denied access to those additional read-ons when I requested it. I made the decision, based on the data I collected, to report this information to my superiors and multiple inspectors general, and in effect becoming a whistleblower. As you know, I've suffered retaliation for my decision, but I am hopeful that my actions will ultimately lead to a positive outcome of increased transparency.
So, Yeah, if I were to watch that video again, it's households hearings on UFO government transparency, full video. CBS News is the source it comes from.
I think when the people's being abducted and all the people being abducted and they being kidnapped, I think that was the government. I think the government was running experiments on human beings, doing all kinds of work.
And I think what kind of experiments?
I think
what they didn't know about us that they don't know.
I think not what they didn't know about us. We must see what we can do with them. Let's see hybrids, cyborgs, androids.
You know because you probably know about this, right? Y'all think Planet of the Apes is fake, right?
No, I know it's not. I saw the symbolism in Planet of the Apes.
Not symbolism. Do you know, if you look up, do you know the first human Z? That's what they call it, a human Z. It was called Oliver in the 60s. That footage is motherfucking
Oh, no, I've seen that, yeah.
You know what? Cause that's what made me think about it. They was working on, you know what? They trying to create super soldier, Planet of the Apes, a soldier army of apes, like so. And they got close. These fucking apes were smart as shit. That fucking experiments they doing them. So, running experiments chimpanzee. I mean, yeah,
that's the closest to us.
That's why they call it a human Z. Like so, that's how she was doing. They was doing on people and trying to create like.
Yeah, I think so.
Species and shit.
I think so.
Plum Island type shit.
I think.
But they didn't do it
I think if the invasion that you see, if there's an invasion, it would be an invasion of them or whatever little species or half species of creatures that they're down created
to
make it look official. I think them things in the suits, it's nothing. The men in suits. How I know that is because
who would be in them suits? Who would be down with some shit like this?
The same people that they.
Is that the soldiers?
No, it's not the soldiers. No, it's not the soldiers. It's the black ops niggas.
Why would they be down? Why would they be down with destroying
money? What the fuck is you talking about? Like, you ever heard the story of the soldier, right? Jumped into Peru village. They're looking for something. Him and his and he came.
Money and the promise of their families can be safe.
Yeah, and you know what I mean? Because right now, like, who goes into Iraq? The black ops niggas. Who goes into these private military niggas that the base pay to go fight wars and do shit that they do now? You know what I'm saying? Who would do? You know what I mean? And he said he encountered them, and he encountered them niggas loading drugs onto a fucking UFO. And he said they ran up on them niggas and was like, "Yo, son," they were Marines, and he said, "Yo, y'all niggas is all dead. If y'all fucking say," I think he's at the hearing too. "Y'all are all dead if y'all say something." They ran up on him and put the guns on him, and they was like, "Yo, no, alright, cool." But he said he couldn't. After a while, he had to say something. He said they was loading fucking, and this was that's what I believe. I believe in South America, why you always see them UFOs out there, because they can hide them out there, because the people ain't as advanced as we are, and they could.
To be honest, I think most of the UFOs hit in the ocean.
But
it's thousands of reports of people seeing UFOs out the ocean.
Yeah.
There's thousands of reports of people that even Billy Carter showed the footage of the fucking the Millennium Falcon crashing. I think a lot of them shit is in the ocean.
No, I believe that.
Who goes in it?
I believe that.
You didn't have them in movies.
And if you ever read The Behold the Pale Horse, how did William Cooper ever find and got involved in the UFOs and all that? What even let William Cooper on his run? He said he's on he on the boat, nigga. He on a boat chilling. I think he was a Navy man or Marines. I can't remember correctly, but I know the story. He on the boat, cleaning the deck, all of them. He said he's out the corners outside and pop out the water. Poof.
Yeah, I remember that.
He said, "What the fuck was that?" He looked again, see more popping out the water.
Bro.
Right? And then they brought them all in and told them not to say nothing. And if you don't say nothing, you will advance your career. And if you say something, you're going in jail.
And you know, I think it's hiding there. The ones hiding in Afghanistan on land, that's the humans. The ones in the water, that's the real ones. Because think about it. A human can't stay down there for so long. Even submarines, you gotta come for decompression, you'll fucking explode.
But them ships, but even the
new technology can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I believe this. I believe the ones that's coming from out there is dumb. The ones that's popping up from the ocean is us.
I think there's something in there. I think there's something that's in it. I think some of their consigliaries or their masters. You know what I mean? I think that's their masters or ones that they related to.
That's why I said.
But hold on, let's move on to the cover up. So you can move on to the top on what's called. This the cover up. What?
What?
The cover up. How long do you think the government have been covering this up? UFOs and non-human life forms. How long do you think the government have been covering up UFOs, UAP'S, and non-human life forms.
I think
Which is a subjective fucking,
okay, if you're gonna talk about the practical government,
I'm saying how long.
If you're gonna talk about the practical government as we know it, since Roswell, if you're gonna talk about the secret government as we know it, for a very, very long time.
I mean, like,
why?
45, 50,000 years.
Why? Because the secret government is those hybrid bloodlines, and they know, and they've been known, so they know the existence. The thing that I was gonna say before, it's a three-way split, right? Right, depending on who it is. Who was warring for control before? You got Enki and his sons and them, and they teaching us they want peace. You got Enlil, who really don't like us and don't like fucking with us. But you got Marduk, who fucks with us and uses us to fight his wars. So now, if I would have to believe who's in control, I believe it's the hybrid bloodline of Marduk. I believe it's that bloodline. Because Enlil held us in contempt.
Did you know I believe? First of all, let me ask you.
I know that to be the
how
truth,
long
bro.
I can believe that shit. It makes sense.
I can prove that, bro.
But like, how long the government? I think government coming shit up for is. Let me say a lot. First of all, I'm not gonna say the government shit. That's just too easy. I'm talking. Me personally, I think for over 40,000 years.
Yeah, the Vatican knew. How long the fucking Vatican Roman Church knew? They got
Greece.
all. They got
every
all,
civilization.
And the Vatican got all the ancient documents. The Vatican knows. The Vatican been. So every pope knew.
And can I ask you why they always make their gods in movies?
Who?
The Hollywood. A lot of times they make their gods, they make them look alien. Let's keep it real. Like, they make them look alien, like blue, bigger, like mad talk. Like, think about it. Like, they never like really resemble us. What did you have to try to symbolize? I'm not trying to say the little ones don't resemble us.
No, I believe some of them had different colors.
And actually they said
I completely believe that.
So
the blue color, that's a very possible color.
I think they've been around for years. And I also think they fuck with the government because I believe in patterns. A lot of people got the story wrong. But I think that every time it's the closest one that have the fucking truth.
Yeah, the tablets.
But like even the Children of the Matrix.
Few other ancient books.
Children of the Matrix, and people think is I forgot that name, David Icke. He thought the reptilians in the government. People thought reptilians in the government. And then I heard about stories about aliens like creating white people and how they create like doing experiments. All these shit. Everybody got it wrong. It wasn't white people. They was doing experiments
on us.
On humans. Like, and there is people in the government that could shapeshift. Oh my goodness gracious, man. Shapeshifting. The representatives in the government shapeshifting. And the Emerald Tablets, they literally say these motherfucking high forms. I'm talking about in life form, I'm talking about in morals. Can literally transfer their consciousness from one vessel to the other vessel to what the fuck does that sound like to you? That sounds like shapeshifting.
Well,
it's not literally shapeshifting like morphing. But it's literally becoming someone else. That's what shapeshifting is.
I believe that's what they're working on right now to get to. I don't know if they got to that.
Get Out is a Jesus Christ.
But I believe that's what they're working to get to.
Get Out was a.
Get
Out was about the same shit they did to us.
Same thing with
taking niggas' consciousness and putting it into their body.
Did you watch They Clone Tyrone?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Nah, the movie
was good. That movie was
very good, and it's very subliminal, but not subliminal. It'll be for me and you at this point, but it's subliminal. But the interesting factor, They Clone Tyrone. Besides
all that, it was about cloning. It was about mind control.
It was about brainwashing and mind control. The food, they put it all in the food. But get off of that point for a minute, and go on to this other point, because we're talking some real shit. Check this out about our clone Tyrone. Because I call all the extra symbolism.
And once again, this is not a bullshit topic. They are talking about it in the news. This is no longer like they're talking about it in the news. The news they all believe every other time. So it's going. It's Clone Tyrone what?
The fascinating part of Clone Tyrone is right. Here's the fascinating part, and I don't think and more than anything that was more fascinating about all the extra symbolism about they put it in the food and the mind control, because I'm already past that point. You know what I'm saying? That's actually for lamest, but I enjoyed the movie and I saw the symbolism.
But
check this out.
That's not saying it's not real.
Check this out.
You do fuck with the food, though.
You know that is 100%.
You not saying it's not real. You just say he's past it.
I passed it, but check this out. What was fascinating to me was the cloning part. The cloning part was fascinating to me because they cloned fuck Tyrone, because Tyrone was the nigga who was cloned at the end.
Consciousness.
How? Now check this out though. At the end of the movie, the clones are walking around dumb. They can't talk. They can't say nothing. What's your name?
Vessels, yeah.
They're just a body. They're just a vessel. Until you transfer the consciousness into the body's just a fucking vessel. Mitsu. See, the only reason the other guy, John Boyega character, was always the same character, because they kept transferring his consciousness over and over into the other thing. Irony of that is, now if you take actual death and come and then being reborn, when John Boyega comes back, he has an inkling that something is wrong. He always has an inkling something is wrong. Something is up here. But he pays no mind, goes through with the routine. You understand? So I'm like, so you're right. You got the.
But did you pick the other symbolism in that shit too? It's just blatant, but like, even if it's blatant, it's maybe layman for me now. When I say how deep it was, this shit has so much. When that white guy came and he first said it, yo man, he said, what are you talking about? He said, we need you. Why do you think we can be creating you? We need you, the drug dealer. We need the pimps. We need this key. We need this.
We need this chaos.
For everything to keep going. He literally, listen my nigga, they would like to say exactly what they feel in there. See, we need this for everything to keep going. Why do they keep the hood the hood? Why do they like y'all motherfuckers killing each other over Jordans? Why do you think y'all like y'all worshiping celebrities and popping your ass and talking? They need this. They need it. Without this, the matrix crumbles. You understand me? And also one of the biggest jewels in that shit was this. No. Was this. At the end, when the movie was, and it was a fly, very, very, very fly, made the end of the movie. That's as far as, because I'm a cinema fan. And I'm
yeah. That's a little bit of Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
When
the movie's really about the nigga at the end, which his name is Tyrone. The other nigga that was somebody, so I was thinking, why they keep calling him this and not Tyrone? They try to show how, and it's because they're going to make a part 2. They try to show how it's going to lead to Tyrone and what Tyrone's going to do. But the biggest thing is this. You saw he's doing the exact same thing in the hood.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the symbolism. That every hood
is the same. Every hood is the same.
Cali hood, same destruction, same down.
It's the same download. It's the same download.
It's the same matrix download.
Same matrix
every
download.
Hold up, before we go on. Oh my God, I was at work, so I couldn't tape it. And when I say I put everything on this, everything I love, I put on this. I was at work recently. Let me see, what was it? Monday. And I was outside just getting some air. And I don't know what was happening. I don't know if it was a motherfucking talk, something like that. Talk about it was mad. It had to be like 200-300 people. When I say everybody, Ron, everybody, bro, everybody. I want to say, but it was scary. It scared the shit out of me. I'm not like exaggerating. It was scary because I literally like got to step out and see the Matrix in effect. I'm talking about all 200-300 people like this. I told 200-300 people, I'm keeping it real, like 12. A few little kids, a few people was not on their phones. Everybody's like, nobody's even walking where they was walking.
Like
everybody's in a herd too. So that's why it was so scary.
Everybody's like this.
That's why it was so scary because I never saw it in a herd. Everybody's like this.
Everybody's like this, nigga.
It looked like The Walking Dead.
Nigga. I told niggas, nigga.
I told 200-300 people in a row.
Boy.
Everybody like this. Now looking up, nobody's bumping into each other like a herd.
There you go.
Like sheep.
It's in your arm, nigga. The chip. They put the chip in your arm, nigga.
Remember that last podcast before we didn't watch? I gotta watch these shits. Instead of watching go straight their ass and listen to the Jews.
Put the chip
this
in your arm,
is the
nigga.
24/7 brainwash, the mark of the beast.
That's the mark of the beast. That's the mark of the beast, nigga. That's
Son,
the mark of the beast.
I saw everybody. I swear to God, I wish I should have been a content creator, but I was on work. I don't want to put on my phone and make it look mad hot. But it was like the craziest thing. I was put the footage on and shit. If I was saying shit like that again, I'm saying, fuck it, I'm just gonna record it. It's like everybody, hundreds, each other, almost on the same rhythm. My eyes started watering. Oh, that's what happens when you like when something paranormal happens. Or some shit like, I'm like, what the fuck? It's like I literally got to see the 1110000. Like I swear to, I'm not exaggerating, bro. I literally see like for only a moment, I feel like I saw the algorithm. Everyone's like this. Nobody even look where they walking. I'm talking about from babies to people with grays in their hairs. That's what's scary about it. I'm talking about every generation like.
And you know the next thing.
Scary fucking shit.
Yeah, but you know how.
I saw that in real life.
You know when it's about to get real more. You know when it's gonna get deadlier, right? You know when it's about to get deadlier.
I'm trying to take
You want to see how it's about to get deadlier? You know what's about to make it deadlier?
What?
Virtual reality. It's about to fuck the world.
You said that movie, people don't believe their house. They'd be fat,
Nigga,
stick, and sweaty.
if you think they was running home to, if you think they was moving fast with that phone, wait till they time to get home from work, nigga.
Remember that movie? I forgot what movie it is. I don't know if it's Idiocracy or whatever the case may be. That everybody looked mad beautiful in the virtual reality, but when people take the goggles off, they was fat, stinked in the shower, they was ugly.
I know that was in a cartoon version movie about that.
Symbolism. That's how it was gonna be.
Yeah, because everybody gonna spend their time with them goggles on because they could live their world, they could live their fantasy, they could become without, and they could just live their fantasy life. I could be a fat fucking get a beautiful girl in that virtual reality world.
And this is what we mean by satanic morals.
No, I mean no disrespect to big people.
No, but this is what I mean by satanic morals. This is what they mean. It's the sinning part of it. I'm not talking about the rich part. I'm talking about the sloth, the gluttony, the envy, the fucking narcissism. That's what this is creates. I didn't say that. They literally said this created statistically some of the most narcissists that we had in a long time. Even niggas that shouldn't be narcissists. You know why? Everybody's worried about their likes. Everybody's worried about their appearances. Everybody's looking at. You ever go to a show? Everybody's at a fucking concert like this. Nobody's looking through these. Everybody's looking through the whole show. Why? Just so they can post it and show people I was at a show. Everybody's living for the man. This whole show, man. It's scary. In fact, it's so scary how deep we going into it right now, bro. Like, well, why cover it up? And is there any good reason that you could cover up alien life forms, UAP'S, UFO'S? Let's play devil's advocate. Why cover it up? Why would they cover it up? And let me answer this quick fast, but let me go on. Why cover it up? And is there any good reason to? Why cover it up? They cover it up so they can put their plan into motion, which is the one world order. You know what I mean? Again, under one flag, Independence Day speech. I may put that in the clip. Put that clip in right in speech in, so you good. First of all, that speech gets me riled the fuck up every time. I'm not gonna lie, every time. I love that speech to this day.
Who wouldn't?
But people subs in that. Now, Independence Day is a new meeting. We can't we can't talk about tyranny or depression. We fight for annihilation. We can't talk about religion or race or country.
Wipe everything out in one shot and bring everybody under one banner, one flag, one president.
It's the best way to do it. Yeah. I don't want to quote that clip in this motherfucker so I can see it to refresh your mind. But so yeah, why cover it up? So they can pick their agenda and they play. And also, is there any good reason to cover it? Is there any good reason to cover it up? Playing devil's advocate? Yeah, because the way they brainwash niggas, they make niggas mind so much and show niggas that aliens is crazy, psychopathic, crazy. That 85 is gonna go fucking nuts if they came out and just like, yo, the aliens, And also, it's gonna crush religion. In a lot of ways. And guess what? They're ready to crush religion in a lot of ways right now. That's why I put it. Okay, religion this purpose. They're ready to crush religion. It's going to crush religion in a lot of ways because then you have to say, okay, did God create them?
Well, the only way it crushes religion is they say they don't believe in a higher purpose. If they say they don't believe in God. If they say they believe in God, it wouldn't crush religion. It would probably crush the individualism of religion. Christianity, Islam, and so on and so forth.
And that is religion.
But, yeah.
You know why? You know why the individual, and you're 100% right. You know why the individuality of religion is religion? The way they agenda want it? Because that's what divide and conquering is. Now if we all come together like, yeah, we believe in God, but it's all one. And then Jews say, oh yeah. And Christians say, oh yeah. And then Jews and Christians and everybody start becoming buddy, one. They don't want that shit. That shit's gonna crush. But they ready to. For whatever reason, I don't know why. They ready to move on to the next phase. That's like phase 4 in Marvel for these niggas.
That's why I say in order for that to work, it'll have to be done. Because if you read the Anunnaki top, this is what they said, that, you know what I mean? Even when they were going to tamper with DNA, they said, yo, we can't play God. We are not the creator. So even they believed in the higher creator. So therefore, they would even tell them, yeah, there's a higher creator, but not in the perspective upon which I believe in it. But yeah, so I believe they cover it up because it's numerous things. Naivety in the beginning, for one. I'm gonna cover it up when I find these weapons because if I could control these weapons, then I'll be more advanced than my enemy. It gives me the chance to go against and invade countries and do things in the secret of darkness, in and out real fast, and nobody will know because them shits move so fast. I'll be back in American airspace in the blink of an eye.
You know what that nigga said? He said, in the next clip, but I'm not gonna play it, but I didn't watch this whole fucking Congress. I'm up to like an hour and 47 minutes in it. I'm watching
I watched it. It was good.
But yo, he said, this shit is so fast.
That's my point.
And TikTok one. He said when he got close to it, that
mind
shit
you, I
was
said
60 miles away in 8 seconds. I want y'all to do the math. Do you know what 60 miles in 8 seconds is?
That's my point.
It's almost like it disappeared.
Right, and Stephen Greer said that's Lockheed skunk work. They created it and they built that. So now, when you're dealing with that, you don't want the Russians or China or any of them to know you got any kind of this kind of weapon.
And good segue.
You know what I'm saying?
How about this? Good segue. So, I think different on that. So I think all this is a big game. I think sometimes they get into mingle in a family quarrels. But I think all of them, in a way, just going to the next question. Do you think all high government and world leader personnel know about UAP'S, UFO'S, and aliens?
Listen.
I'm talking about Russia, China.
Listen, yes,
America.
because all of them have records. Even down to South America, they all have records of it.
I do too.
But the thing about it is, I like when I listen to Stephen Greer, because I don't know these. I'm not, you know what I mean. I don't go to these countries. He said a lot of them are more free willing with the information than America, and a lot of them still have higher ups. The thing about this is what we gotta understand. Remember, right? This is why assassinations occur and certain things occur, because the governments are not the ones in control of the government. They're just puppets, and they may not know they're even puppets. We know for sure who controls this whole entire world is a few bunch of fucking people, and they all work on each side. We know that, right? So, yeah, okay, let's just say, go along with this. Take Bill Clinton for a minute. Bill Clinton wanted to know about UFOs. So he called in Stephen Greer. He called in his
Did Donald Trump say some shit like that too? He wanted to release all the things about UFOs?
Yeah, he wanted all the information. And Bill Clinton, when Bill Clinton called in Stephen Greer to explain to him, Stephen Greer told him, boom, boom, boom. Bill Clinton and them tried to get information. They told Bill Clinton, and I forgot the guy, I think this is Attorney General, whoever it was, his high up ranking general. Y'all don't have clearance for this, and y'all need to leave it alone.
The president got clearance.
Parents of the United States. So obviously, we are not playing with people who play within the government. So obviously, we are playing with people who are scattered all around the world who control
who
things.
made the government.
So now you may, you're gonna have you may have Kim Jong-il in Korea. He may know about UFOs, but I guarantee, do he control it? And even if he controls that government within his time, that explains why America's always on his ass.
Yes,
because they control South Korea.
Yeah, it's feuds within what you call it, but
no, I'm saying that he may not be down, and that's why they want North Korea. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? He just the same as why is Gaddafi murdered? Because he didn't want to play ball no more. He was playing ball. He didn't want to play ball. So sometimes people are down, governments are down. Even when the government is down, they don't even know what they're down with, because the people that's running the government really know what's down. You really fucking think the Prime Minister of France and the President of France and these people, whoever the fuck they may be, really know what the fuck is going on? They're just puppets. That's why the President of our country couldn't get higher clearance, because he's just a fucking puppet. He has the bloodline, so we gonna put him down. But we done seen they'll shoot their own bloodline in their head. Because you just a puppet. We are not gonna put West down. He ain't the bloodline. But we gonna put you down, but Trump is the bloodline, but he don't play their game. He don't play their game, it goes the way it goes. You don't play their game, they pop your head off. Kennedy, Lincoln, they pop your head off.
Or now they discredit you, or
they discredit you.
Help you onto drugs, or say a pedophile.
You know what I'm saying?
They're getting a little more creative these days. Oh, car crashes.
You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah. With the
plane crashes popular also.
Yeah.
Any kind of crash of some kind of fucking automobiles.
So this is
heart attacks is the biggest.
Well, that's probably to be the new norm, because they assassinate presidents and they assassinate foreign leaders, but they're not. You know what I mean? To assassinate presidents at the point in time, it's too clear there what's going on. So yeah, Trump might catch a heart attack.
But do I think all high government work from leader personnel know about UAP'S?
No.
Listen, man.
No.
I think the ones that's supposed to know, the most important ones on each side of the planet, they do. Yeah, they do. I'm talking about the highs of O's, or Yeah, I think everybody know. I think because everybody got access to certain type of knowledge and certain type of fucking, and certain type of network where they talk about certain type of conventions. Got. I think. Like, listen, like.
I think the people in the military know. I don't think Congress know. Congress sits like.
No. I said highly. I'm talking. I know.
I agree with that.
I'm talking about the highest. I'm talking about the Congress niggas.
Okay.
The suits. I'm talking about the highest niggas that know you're supposed to know. It's the niggas supposed to know.
The military and
in every spot
and the private.
Russian, they know.
And the private people in the private sector they hire to re-engineer these UFOs. They know.
But it's also common sense. That's what the fuck Hitler was. That's what the fuck Hitler was going about. His paranormal investigation Avengers, and this was all thing. He had fucking little paranormal like division where you try to do things like you try to do weapons and portals and what you call it. And that's what all that shit was about. I'm pretty sure you know about aliens and all this other crazy shit.
Yeah,
so it's like
I'm pretty
sure that all the high level like military that's supposed to know this thing wrong, and also it's just common sense. You think UFOs is just designated to America? Nigga, you don't think Russian people seen UFOs before? You don't think people in Australia seen UFOs, nigga? Like, I'm pretty sure everywhere.
Let me ask you a question, right?
They're everywhere around the world.
Because we was talking about it, right? Like, what would be the person to cover it up? You gotta listen. What's wrong with a new world order? Not a goddamn thing.
If it's in a positive sense.
You got it, my nigga.
Because that means you lead.
You see, that's the whole thing.
Not control.
No, you understand? There's nothing wrong with there being a world without borders. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is, what's wrong with it is when you're trying to control this world. You understand what I'm saying? When you're trying to control it. See, this is the reason why this is why you know that it's not even almost against war. It's not even almost so much war and families and they beefing against each other. America is like, yo, nigga, we want to control this bitch. So, or we won't even say America. We would say the people that controls America in Europe. Right? And in order so if we came across some technology that can change the world, we ain't giving that technology up, and we're gonna try to keep it as secret as possible because we don't know if China got it. We don't know if Russia got it. You understand what I'm saying? We know that we got this, and we're gonna re-engineer most of these shit, and we don't want them niggas to even know, because you know what? If they know, they might want to drop nuclear bombs on us because we could swoop in and do whatever we want. Look. Why is Putin at war with Ukraine? So if Putin is down, and not saying that, but why is he at war with Ukraine? He's at war because NATO keep encroaching on his territory. After they said that they wouldn't. After Ukraine said they wouldn't join NATO.
Yeah.
Well, who do NATO protect? NATO protects the interests of the wealthy. So there we go. So you understand? We can't let Putin and them niggas know that we got these crafts. We can't let them know we was flying. Yo, man, they to be honest with you, I think they was running through South America, kidnapping women, kidnapping children, transporting drugs, guns, all kinds of things in them crafts for whatever they're doing, and seeing how well they could work. That's why I think they're being shown now.
Guys, good segue. Since you were going to the last topic, which is why expose it now.